You sent me up here to check. I'm doing that. I think attention should be paid.
Now, the dream of this life must end. And so too must the dreamers within it. For over 30 years, they've lied to their own souls. For 30 years, they've denied their own fate.
Why me?
You chose.
Paul, you sent me up here to check. I'm doing that. I think attention should be paid. You sent me up here to check. I'm doing that. I think attention should be paid.
He's crazy. He doesn't have enough time.
Harry, listen to me. We don't think you have enough time. You copy that? We do not think you have enough time.
It is a common tourist spot because of its incredible views and wildlife, but underneath Yellowstone lies the most powerful supervolcano on the planet. It contains enough force to wipe out most of the US and lower global temperatures for years. So, what would happen? Before the blast, there would be serious warning signs something was about to happen.
878 earthquakes struck the area in the last 2 weeks. This is an article dated today, July 9th. Since June 12th, an unusually high number of quakes were recorded around Yellowstone, with one at the 4.4 magnitude. The quakes represent the highest number recorded in such a short space of time in 5 years.
Massive earthquakes and unusual behavior from animals within the park would be a big giveaway. The ground would swell, with most of Yellowstone being lifted. Eventually, one of the earthquakes would break the layer of rock that holds the magma in, which measures 35 by 55 miles wide and 3 to 9 miles deep. People in the immediate area might have some warning to get away, but it wouldn't be enough. Flights would be grounded all over the country, maybe even the world, and life as we know it would come to a halt, as people would likely be in panic. The eruption would have 2,500 times the force of Mount St. Helens in 1980, and be larger than any nuclear bomb ever tested. Anyone within a 100 square mile radius would instantly be killed, and Wyoming and the surrounding states would be wiped off the map.
About this stuff. Yeah, those states, they would be gone, but you know, assuming it's not Yellowstone and it's just the Cascadia fault line and that doesn't do anything to Yellowstone, here are some screenshots.
The eruption would blast approximately 240 cubic miles of rock, dust, and volcanic ash into the sky, which would spread throughout the world and lower global temperatures by up to 28 degrees for years.
Yellowstone is a supervolcano, one of the few in the world. Scientists warn that this supervolcano in Yellowstone National Park is on the brink of erupting after
The government gave us this in October of 2016. Let's just assume they haven't been fracking for oil in those areas or doing anything to mess with that. And I know the roads melting has been a thing for quite some time, and some people would be like, oh yeah, that was 3 years ago, but it's been getting worse for the last 2 and 3 years. And it's, you know, alright, so people have been dying since the 1800s in these hot springs, and you know, this, let's just say this is all natural. The last 3 years, the animals leaving the area and all these strange occurrences, let's just say it's all completely natural. I've been watching one of my favorite alert maps, I'll leave the links down below, since like 2011, and I've always had strange nightmares, and I guess let's just say my dreams have to do with all the stuff that I'm looking at. Let's just say I dream about this stuff because I'm looking at this stuff, so man, it's more and more every year. And I know earthquakes are natural, like you could have like 3,000 a year around Yellowstone, but dude, just look at these. And check out the map every once in a while, you know?
Montana. There was some big ones, a 4.2, Oklahoma today. Let's see. Okay. Island, King City, California, Atka, Alaska, Japan. So Oklahoma's starting to get an uptick. 4.2, 2.7, 3.5, 3.7, 2.7, 2.9, 2.7. And then Lincoln, Montana, with a 2.6. Yeah, they're getting a swarm there in Oklahoma for some reason. It's because we're on earthquake watch, and I've been paying attention to the sun. The sun has a major impact on this planet, obviously, with the CMEs, the corona hole sunspots. So let's just take a look, and I want to tell you guys to be prepared around Saturday night, Sunday, for a major uptick in earthquakes because of this. Check this out. This thing is crazy. Look at on the right hand side. Look at that. Did you see how large of a CME that was?